Hello, friends, and welcome aboard. We are officially on the road to WrestleMania, and I am ready to get on this path as we make a pit stop. Yes, I got my hat on. I've been waiting at the bus stop with my ticket in my hand, ready to give the bus driver my ticket so that I can get on the official road to WrestleMania. And yes, people say the road to WrestleMania always starts at the Royal Rumble. I concur. I totally agree. But if you're like me, the last minute guy, the one who always turns assignment in the ninth hour for the cutoff date, you need an elimination chamber. You need a back door to get into WrestleMania. Well, here it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's WOD live on Saturday, your pre-show prediction show, getting you all the answers of who walks through the back door and goes to WrestleMania. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for WOD. And welcome back to WOD right here live on the Boom Broadcasting. Elimination Chamber Saturday. We're ready for it. We're counting down. We got everything lined up for the chamber. But before we make these predictions, got a few things I want to talk about because it's a great time to be a pro wrestling fan with the WWE TNA NXT partnership. For the first time in over 4 to 5 years, the Hardy Boys, North Carolina's own, right down the street from where I live at, 20 minutes, 30 minutes from my house, maybe 45, depending on how you drive from my house. The Hardy Boys went into NXT and made their NXT debut as the TNA World Champs, taking on Miles Bourne and Tavon Hanks. The Hardys were able to win. Then you had last week the ruler, Obi Femi, the NXT champ, show up to TNA. Moose shows up to NXT, the X Division champ. They mix it up on TNA on Thursday night with the Hardys teaming up with Obi Femi, the ruler, to take on the system with Moose and his boys. Just a great time to be a fan of pro wrestling. And they got a big NXT pay-per-view coming up in about a week or two in New York City. We'll be doing those predictions right here on WOD next week or two and let you know who we think is going to win. Big match with Obi Femi versus Moose for the NXT Championship. Also, big match for Axiom as they take on the Hardys for the TNA Championship. And I want to say one thing before we jump into the chamber. I really wish that was a title versus title match. I think the Hardys need to go back on the Tag Team World Unification. Remember that when that was a TNA? They went to TNA, won the titles, won them in New Japan, won them in Ring of Honor to show they were the greatest tag team of all time, on all space, all universe, when they was in the broken, yes, in the broken universe. Maybe we need to see that happen where the Hardys go on an expedition for gold to be the greatest tag team again. I really like the Hardys when they were doing that. It was kind of cool because they were just popping up in every promotion that you could think of. But we got to get on the road. It's time to get on the road to WrestleMania. As I stated earlier, if you can't go through the front door and you don't win the Royal Rumble, now you got another way in. It's always a back door to sneak in. Always a back door. In any type of sports, it's always a back door to sneak in. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Elimination Chamber. And I really like the Chamber. As I stated earlier in the open promo, to me, the Chamber is really when the road to WrestleMania begins. And I ain't WWE. Can I say something? We know Paul Levesque, Triple H. We know Shawn Michaels. We know all the great people in creative of WWE watches the Boom Broadcasting very faithfully. This is a known fact if you didn't know. They watch very faithfully. I've been watching Raw, SmackDown, NXT, even TNA. Not one time have I seen the famous calendar that says how many days we are from getting to WrestleMania. That was one thing I always looked forward to on Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown. And on Tuesday Night NXT was you would get the theme, the music. We're 26 days for WrestleMania. We're 24 days for WrestleMania. 15 days for WrestleMania. 5 days for WrestleMania. You don't. I have not seen it yet. What's going on, Triple H? We need that. It gets us going. So come Monday night, if you see that the WrestleMania countdown calendar is back on Raw, if you see it's on the Elimination Chamber, you better believe Triple H did tune in to this week's episode of WOD to hear some great picks from your guy, Luke, Shawn, right here on WOD. Not a big card. We noticed about Triple H, you don't need a 9 to 10 match card. Just keep it simple. That's what he likes to do. So what we're going to do with these picks is we're just going to keep it simple. First thing we know, it's in Toronto, Canada. And if you're going to be in Canada, then you need some Canadian star power. And I'm not talking about Drake. And I'm not talking about nobody from the Toronto Raptors. And I'm not talking about nobody from the National Hockey League that plays in Canada. I'm talking about you need a person to show up at that show to signify that we are really in the home of the Maple Leaf in Canada. So, ladies and gentlemen, who I want to see first in that crowd is no other than the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be, Bret the Hitman Hart. You got to have Bret Hart at this show in Canada, especially when two guys that are Canadians are main eventing the show. You got to have Bret, especially for that match. You got to have the camo shot where Bret's sitting on that front row and just gives that little casual wave. Only they hear his music, he comes out, just talks about how glad he is for WWE to be back in Canada. So many great memories he made here. You got to have that. That's like the little fantasy book of what I want to see. But if you look at our card, it's only 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 matches and a Rock Cody promo. That's the card. So let's start with the women's match. Tiffany Stratton teaming up with Canada's own Trish Stratus to take on Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. Well, if you don't get Bret Hart, we got Trish Stratus. Trish still looks good, I tell you, for Trish's age. She just looks amazing. Even still can go in the ring. You think when she takes these long breaks that she would come back and have ring rust. She does not have it. She always looks good. And Nia Jax, the perfect heel. If you're going to go to Canada, you want to get some cheap, quick hit, give Nia Jax the microphone, let her cut a promo, let Trish come out, be the babyface, let Tiffany come out, help with the babyface, and boom, you got something. Good match right here. Very good one. Telling everybody, Nia Jax is the heel that we thought we didn't need, but man, I'm glad we got her. She knows how to be a heel. She knows how to work as a heel. She's going to make Trish and Tiffany look good in this match and put them over. Trish and Tiffany for the win. Trish wins in her hometown. Now, we know that Charlotte has already booked her plans for WrestleMania. Her bags are packed. She has her ticket. She's ready to go to face Tiffany Stratton at Mania. But wouldn't it be nice if Tiffany Stratton, after her and Trish Stratus wins, turns on Trish Stratus in Canada, use this as a pawn to get that cheap heel heat to go into Mania as a heel? That's all we need. She's got to go in Mania as a heel. Now, they want Charlotte to be a face, but I really feel like that Charlotte will get a lot of heel reaction at Mania. But if you really want Charlotte to solidify as the babyface of the match, have Tiffany turn on Trish at the end of the match in her backyard. They will boo her out of the stadium. Tiffany and Trish for the win. Tiffany turns on Trish in Canada. Now we're talking about women. Let's go ahead and go to a chamber match. Alexa Bliss, Bianca Belair, Bayley, Naomi, The Prodigy, Roxanne Perez, and Liv Morgan. English electronic music band. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the first right here on WOD. Whenever you say the name of Alexa Bliss, Alexa talks. So guess what? Now I gotta change my pick live on the air. I was just about to say, we're living in an era now where you could go in feeling like the prodigy Roxanne Perez could win this match. But Alexa just talked. She had the dog talk to my Alexa right here in my house to make me have to change my pick. So guess what? Live on the air, my pick would have been, it comes down to Bianca and Naomi one-on-one at the end. Jade Cargill comes in and we find out who was the one that beat up Jade Cargill. Was it Naomi? Was it Bianca Belair? Was it Raquel Rodriguez? And Liv Morgan was one of them. Right now, all fingers point to Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. But I really feel like if you want to get the most bang out of your buck, you got to turn Naomi. You can't turn Bianca heel. You got to turn Naomi heel. And I don't want to see Naomi as a heel. I see Naomi work as a heel. It ain't that good. And I'm a Naomi guy. I like Naomi. But I feel like everything Naomi's got going for her, the glow, the dancing, the jumping around, the getting the kids energetic, you don't need that. So, here's the question. And then we're going to make a pick. Will you turn Bianca Belair, the most beloved female WWE star, heel? I don't think Bianca can work as a heel. I seen her work in the heel as NXT. Wasn't real good. I think she's made to be a babyface. Or do you just scrap it and go with the Liv Raquel Rodriguez as the ones that beat up Jay and have Jay come get a receipt on Liv in the match? A lot to think about, a lot of questions going, but I told you, I had my heart as those two as the last two. I had my heart going with Bianca to go to the WrestleMania and punch her ticket for a World Heavyweight Championship match against the World Heavyweight Champion, Rhea Ripley. But now I'm changing my pick live on the air. Thanks to Alexa. Alexa Bliss wins this match. And Alexa Bliss goes to Mania. And you're talking about a very good match with her and Rhea Ripley at Mania. Now, we're down to two matches and a confrontation. So, let's go with the confrontation. The Rock told Cody last week, I don't want the belt. I want your soul. I'm Shane Tucson. Your soul is mine. If you ever played a Mortal Kombat, if you played Mortal Kombat, played a Mortal Kombat, you call that reference. If you didn't, go play Mortal Kombat or Google Mortal Kombat. Shane Tucson, you'll see that. The Rock working like Vince McMahon back in 2005 when Vince McMahon wanted Stone Cold to go corporate. And Stone Cold went corporate, and man, it was great. Because he turned the next week on Vince, and it was just, it was so funny when he done it. He wants Cody's soul. He's telling us, Cody, I can give it to y'all. The money, the fame, the fortune, the Good Morning Americas, the Good Morning CBS, the Good Morning Boom Broadcasting, the interview on all of the shows on Boom Broadcasting. If you want to talk football, we'll have you on the football show. The Gridiron Address. If you want to talk basketball, we'll have you for 3 from Deep. If you want to talk wrestling, drop the mic. WOD, the nightcap. If you just want to do everything and talk all sports, we'll throw you on quick hits. If you want to talk baseball, Cody, we'll throw you on Sideline Savants, and we'll throw you on any show on the Boom Broadcast. You want to talk TV, reality TV, it stinks. I can give you all of that, Cody. The kingdom, the keys to the kingdom, everything. You talk about kingdom, your song. I can give you the keys to the kingdom. Just want your soul. Give me your soul. This right here, I think is setting up for The Rock later on down the road to take the belt from Cody. And I think we got a good presence moving forward. With Vince gone, what made the Attitude Era good? And I'm going to jump in the time machine, then we're going to talk about this promo. What made the Attitude Era good was Stone Cold, The Rock, and Vince. You know, DS were doing their thing, and DS was working the heavyweight card, mid card. They're working in the middle somewhere. But, the key focus, and you had to Taker, he was doing his thing, Kane was doing his thing in the Attitude Era. But the key focus was The Rock, a charming heel that knew how to get heat, knew how to talk, Stone Cold, the everyday man, Dusty Rhodes, the Cody Rhodes right now, the everyday man, working hard, doing what he got to do to keep his title, and Vince McMahon, the ultimate schemist, the opportunist, the ultimate opportunist, trying to figure out ways to screw Stone Cold to get the belt back to The Rock. We need a Vince McMahon in this era. And when Vince McMahon was on TV, if he was on every week, he was sporadically on. Rock can fill that role and become that owner style like Vince McMahon was, being the puppet master, controlling everything and trying to find people to take the belt from Cody and go from, hey, Cody, I want you to join with me. Now you don't want to join with me? I'm going to go get Randy Orton to be on my side. Randy Orton could do the job. I'm going to go get John Cena. I'm throwing names out. John Cena could do it. I'm going to go get your brother, Dusty Rhodes. He couldn't do it. So guess what? I'm going to do it and take the belt. This is going to be good. I really think they got something with this. I know a lot of people talked about last week. The promo just kind of got lost. I think The Rock just kind of went babyface, went heel, babyface, heel, babyface, heel. Just so much going on with The Rock during that promo. It could got you confused. But I think The Rock's going to clean it up. We're going to have some. Cody's going to say no. Cody's a people's champ. He's what the people want. Everybody's cheering for him. He's the top babyface of the show. He's going to say no, and you're going to see The Rock either get a rock bottom in or start to begin to build that highway to hell for Cody over this summer, where Cody's got to go through so many phases, and guess what? The Rock doesn't. And who would it be best for The Rock to go recruit no other than his own cousin, Jacob Fatu, to be the dirty man to take the belt off Cody if The Rock doesn't want to do it himself? Cody says no. Rock begins to build a corporation like Vince McMahon did when he built a corporation centered around The Rock. So now we got our men's chamber match. John Cena, last one. Thank you, John Cena, for the years of service and everything you've done in WWE. CM Punk, the second city savior. Priest, former World Heavyweight Champ. Seth freaking Rollins, former World Heavyweight Champ, WWE Champ. McIntyre, former World Heavyweight Champ, WWE Champ. Logan Paul, former U.S. champ. Cena was a former champ. Punk's former champ. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 former champs in this match. Hey, man, did you see Sammy at Disneyland rocking the Logan Paul t-shirt? Pretty cool, man. When I seen it, I was okay, Sammy, hey. That's a different one. You know, Sammy wears everybody's merch. And we'll talk about Sammy in a minute. John Cena, this is the farewell tour for John Cena. Who wins this match? This is going to be a good match. I would say Priest and Rollins start the match. I wouldn't be surprised they start the match with Cena and Rollins. Rollins is going to probably be either one or two guy. He's going to be the workhorse of the match to go to bell, go the distance. If Cena can go bell to bell, I think it would be good to have Cena open up this match because this is the farewell tour. And the one thing about farewell tours that we as wrestling fans have to accept is that our guy don't win on the farewell tour. This is I'm putting you over tour. I'm putting over somebody to make them the next guy. I'm doing this for the fans. I'm doing it for the last ride, the last check. This is it. I want more people to tune in because if I tell people this is it, everybody's tuned in every time I'm on a pay-per-view event. And what always happened on the farewell tours for our guys? Always the runner-up. Royal Rumble, Cena, the runner-up. Elimination Chamber, Cena will be the runner-up. Punk wins the chamber. Punk finally gets that main event match at Mania. And it's going to be with Cody. It's going to be a damn good match, too. Now, would I like to see Cena and Cody at Mania? Who wouldn't? Would I like to see Cody and Rollins? Who wouldn't? Cody and McIntyre? Who wouldn't? It's so many people. I don't think Cody and Priest would sell. Not right now. And I'm a Priest guy. I've been like a Priest since Ring of Honor, Punishment Martinez days. I don't think that's the match to sell. Logan Paul, he's just in there to do some type of aerial move. WWE likes to have an aerial guy in there that can do that spectacular aerial move, that dive off the cage onto everybody, something like that. So that's what Paul's for. Punk wins the match. Now, last match. It's nothing like a lights out, no rules, unsanctioned match. And WWE, I'm going to steal this from AEW. Because what I always say about AEW, All Elite Wrestling, When they do it right, they do it right. When they do it wrong, by golly, they do it wrong. But unsanctioned lights out matches, they got it figured out. They do it right. There's no referee in the ring. The referee is just on the outside waiting to stop the match when the other competitor cannot go. I really think AEW understands the role of the referee in the lights out unsanctioned match. And the commentary team always does a good job. This match is not a sanctioned AEW match. It is an unsanctioned match. It does not count for wins or losses. Both competitors have signed a contract that if they get hurt in this match, they cannot sue All Elite Wrestling for their injuries because they signed an unsanctioned contract to have this match. I told you, when AEW gets it right, they get it right. Unsanctioned lights out match, they make you feel like this is a bona fide real match, unsanctioned. There's no referee in there. Fight to the finish. It's a shoot fight. Whatever happens goes, and the referee will announce a winner when the other competitor can't go. And the commentating team do a good job of telling that at the beginning to make you feel the severity of how real this match is. Now, will WWE do that? I don't know. They may try to scale it back so people won't say they're trying to mimic AEW, but I think you got to steal some of that to sell how much of a war this is going to be between two Canadians main event, Sami Zayn and KO, in Toronto, Canada, in the backyard where both of them got their start working those indie shows till they came over to America and worked some indie shows over in America. A good match right here. I really think, depending on where you want to go, if you won't set up Sami to win another mid-card title like we did last year at Mania, he wins this match. If you want to put KO as a top threat heel and have him be the guy to go back and forth with Cody all spring and all summer long, then he's got to hurt Sami with that package power driver and put Sami out on the stretcher. That's what's got to happen. That's the only way. If you got a storyline for Sami, then you have Sami win. You have Sami go to WrestleMania and get another big raha, haha, great job, Sami moment that we always love at Mania for Sami, the ultimate underdog. But if you want to have Kevin Owens, who just came off of 2 back-to-back losses to Cody Rhodes, be that heel that now he can slither his way back to Cody, then you got to have KO win. So my pick is KO wins this match. I'm telling you, it's not a big card. Very light card. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 matches. 1 interview. That's all you need. And Triple H does not like to have loaded cards. So he makes it simple to give the wrestlers more time in those matches to get that 25 to 30 minute match. I think Sami and KO goes a good 30, 35 minutes. Both of them can go bell to bell. Could go 45. They both can go bell to bell. They're both in good shape. Good matches right here. Elimination Chamber. The road to WrestleMania has officially started. I punched my clock. I'm ready to go. Watch Elimination Chamber. Then guess what? Soon as the chamber match is over with, jump right back on the Boom Broadcaster for the nightcap with my good friend, Mouth Off with Mike. This is Shawn. Those are my predictions. Drop your predictions in the comment box, and we will see you next week on the WOD right here on the Boom Broadcaster. Let's go.